Most men today are not weak. They are overstimulated, overreactive, and constantly pulled in directions that benefit everyone except themselves. This is why Stoicism is returning quietly and without permission, not as a trend but as a countermeasure. We live in a culture that rewards emotional exposure over emotional control. You're encouraged to react instantly, to broadcast your feelings, to take offense before you take a breath. That environment does not produce strong men. It produces predictable ones, and predictability is easy to manipulate. The Stoics understood this centuries ago. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire during wars, plagues, and political betrayal, yet his private writings focus on one obsession: guarding the inner world. He knew something we have forgotten. If your emotions are governed by external events, you are not in control. Someone else is. Modern life may not involve invading armies, but it does involve algorithmic outrage, social pressure, public shaming, and constant comparison. The mechanism is the same. Trigger emotion, bypass reason, capture behavior. A Stoic man breaks that chain. If this is already hitting uncomfortably close to home, pause for 1 second and like the video. It helps to keep long-form content like this alive in an environment that actively suppresses it. Epictetus, who began life as a slave, argued that freedom has nothing to do with status or power. Freedom is the ability to govern your own judgments. That idea alone puts Stoicism directly at odds with modern culture. Today, men are told that restraint is repression, that emotional control is inauthentic, and that strength must be constantly apologized for. Stoicism rejects all of it. A Stoic man does not deny emotion. He refuses to be ruled by it. He creates a pause between stimulus and response, and in that pause, he chooses who he is going to be. That ability is rare now, and anything rare becomes valuable. This is where Stoicism collides with the culture war, because the culture war is not only political, it is psychological. It's about whether men are trained to self-regulate or to outsource responsibility for their inner state. A man who cannot regulate himself is easy to provoke, easy to shame, and easy to steer. Stoicism teaches a brutal but liberating distinction. What is within your control and what is not? You do not control the economy, the media narrative, the shifting social values. You do control your effort, your discipline, your reactions, and your standards. Once a man truly accepts this, anxiety loses leverage. Victimhood loses its appeal. If you want more content that treats men as capable adults rather than emotional liabilities, subscribe. This channel exists for that exact reason. Stoicism also reshapes how a man handles conflict and criticism. A Stoic man does not collapse when attacked, nor does he explode. He listens, extracts what is useful, and discards the rest. Insults lose power when your identity is not built on external approval. Praise loses danger when your ego is kept in check. This is especially visible in family life. A Stoic man becomes the emotional anchor for his household. When things go wrong, he does not amplify panic. He stabilizes the environment. Children do not learn resilience from speeches. They learn it by watching how a man handles pressure when no one is applauding. Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Modern systems exploit this relentlessly. Fear keeps people reactive. Anxiety keeps them compliant. Stoicism trains the mind to stay grounded in reality instead of manufactured panic. It replaces constant mental noise with clarity and proportion. This does not mean withdrawal from the world. Stoicism is not passive. It's disciplined engagement. A Stoic man pursues success without becoming enslaved to it. He accepts hardship without romanticizing weakness. He does not confuse emotional volatility with authenticity. The modern narrative tells men that they are broken and need to be reshaped. Stoicism offers a different message. You are not broken. You are undisciplined. And discipline is learnable. If this video added value, hit the like button. It signals that this conversation still matters. And share it with someone who feels the pressure but cannot quite name it. In an age of noise, Stoicism gives silence authority. In an age of outrage, it restores proportion. And in an age that profits from emotionally unstable men, Stoicism does something deeply subversive. It returns self-command to the individual. And that is why Stoicism matters now more than ever. Thank you.